Okay guys, welcome back to the 10p Gamer Arcade. Today we're having a look at a game called Zeus versus Typhoon. This one's coming out on the 24th of November, so we've got a little bit of time yet before this one comes out. But of course, if you want to play this game first, 10pgamer.co.uk/arcade is my website. You can play this completely free, no sign up. You can go and just have a look at it, play it on free play. Zeus versus Typhoon, really interesting game. Let's get some base spins going on this. I'm on 20p, probably feels like a good place to play because that's where people in the UK are usually playing. 20-40p a go on a game like this. Obviously it's got the ridiculous turbo spins. You won't be able to do those in the UK because fun's been cancelled in the UK by the Gambling Commission, but you will be able to spin this game on the base bet 20p, which is quite good, and it does some crazy stuff on this, and there's a couple of anti-options as well. We'll look at those in a minute. Some really good wins coming in, right? And you can also buy the free spins if you're not in the UK as well. Of course, that's been blanked out for the UK players as well. Fun cancelled. But the anti-bets are quite interesting, and I'm kind of hoping they will be there for UK customers. And just like Zeus versus Hades, everything you would expect from that game, it's fucking brutal. The spins go on and on without giving you anything. However, the bonus round is quite interesting in this game. Okay, we've got 10 free spins. Really, by the way, I spun into that bonus round pretty quick. That's really hard to get, that bonus round. I've been trying, believe me. I've been playing this game. And now we're in the bonus round, and this is interesting. So you've got two multipliers that play in the bonus round. And what can happen in this bonus round is that multiplier on the left, the blue one that Zeus is holding, can multiply the one on the right that Typhoon is holding over there. I guess his name's Typhoon, right? Because Zeus versus Typhoon. Typhon? Typhon? I don't know who that is. I'm assuming it's Typhoon, although it's not spelt like that. So there, you just saw that 30x. Now, when I went into the pay table on this game and tried to establish exactly what's happening here, that's £22. When I went into the pay table and tried to establish what's happening, apparently the Zeus multiplier in blue multiplies the Typhoon multiplier in red, and it only applies to the wins on the right side, which is the Typhoon side. Bit bizarre. The multiplier on the left hand side, which is this Zeus one, the blue one, this actually applies to all the wins. Really strange. I don't know how it works that out in the background, to be honest, but okay, fair enough. That's what happens in the bonus round. But we're now going to have a look at the anti-bet. So first of all, you've got a chance to just bet for a higher chance to win the feature. That's really good. I don't think that's on Zeus versus Hades, so that's a bit of a new one. It's a steep increase, though, because it takes your bet from 20p to 80p. So a higher chance to win the feature, and if you actually hover over that, don't tell you a fucking thing. So you don't actually know how much of a higher chance it gives you. However, when I used it earlier on in normal gameplay, the bonus came out actually quite quickly. I guess it gives you at least a 4 times chance to get the bonus. However, if you watch this unfold, you're seeing a lot of spins go by here with no bonus. So it's kind of brutal, and I guess for me, there's not enough evidence that provides value for money. Look what's happened here. We were like 30-40 quid up when we started here. We're now 30 quid down. We lost £30 of that. So let's have a look at... See, the bonus round did come in, though, in the end, right? But I wouldn't say it comes in quickly by any stretch of the imagination. We burnt spins there trying to get that. So let's have a look what happens. And then you've got the standard bonus round. One other thing to note, just remembered, every time you get a bonus symbol, extra free spin. That's quite cool. I quite like that. We get this round through to the end. You'll have noticed as well, but when you're watching this probably, that like the distribution of blue symbols and red symbols is actually varied, and it changes per spin. Sometimes you've got more blue symbols on the screen than you've got red. Sometimes you've got more red than you've got blue. See, the red's integrated into the blue side there. Don't know what that's all about. But I actually quite like this idea that there's a blue side and a red side, and they're competing with each other. Actually really cool element to the game. And let's just have one quick go here. Gold multiplier feature active for £2. Now, I think gold multiplier active means that the multiplier values are slightly higher. So if I go over here, you'll see on the right hand side now that there's very big multipliers coming out over here. And I think they can then multiply each other more often. I think that's how the gold one works, because when I went into the pay table to have a look at this, and I checked the pay table, go over here, go to multipliers, should tell me somewhere, just 1 second. gold multiplier feature. Randomly, on every spin, a multiplier of 2, 3, 5, 7, 10 or 20 can appear on the left or the right of the game. The left multiplier applies to wins with left symbols, and the right multiplier applies to wins with right symbols, right? This is what I was talking about earlier. If a spin has winning combinations with both left and right symbols, all wins are multiplied by both numbers multiplied together. This is what I mean. These two can multiply together in the base game on this gold multiplier feature, so it's quite interesting. I guess it's probably harder to see on this really quick spins, but the one thing I did notice is it doesn't happen very often. So again, that's a 40x there. So that applied, I think, to both of them. So that's a £14 win. But again, your 20p bet is being increased tenfold to £2. So you are burning cash on that feature. And as I said before, I've been playing this for a while. I haven't really seen a great deal of value in that. But I suppose it gives you the opportunity potentially for some really, really big wins. And that's the whole point in this game. It's just like Zeus versus Hades. There's some potential for some massive multipliers and really quite extraordinary wins. 60x multiplier in there was £17. But again, £17 on £2 to go is fuck all, really, if we're honest. So Zeus versus Typhoon, that game is coming out late November, 24th of November, I think it was. Let me know what you think in the comments. Would you prefer this over Zeus versus Hades? I like it, but I don't think I prefer it over that. The simplicity of Zeus versus Hades just is, for me, is a much more enjoyable experience. There's probably a little bit too much going on in this game, and I'm very dubious about those kind of anti-bets. I don't think they give value for money. So good game, quite a good idea, but probably not the right execution for me. But anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. If you want to play it, 10pgamer.co.uk/arcade, and I'll see you in the next video.